And welcome to part 3 of 5.5. Let's wrap this section up with this last question. The longest side of a right triangle is 39 meters in length. One of the other sides is 21 meters longer than the shortest side. Find the lengths of the two shorter sides of the triangle. Well, let's make a little drawing of this. So let's say we've got our triangle. The longest side, so I'm going to say that this is, actually let's say this is the longest side up here. So here's the longest side, and let's say this is the shortest side. So it says the longest side of a right triangle is 39 meters in length. Oh, it's a right triangle. See, I skimmed right over that. You see how important it is to read the questions carefully when you're doing this, because I would have missed some key information there. So it's a right triangle, so here's a right angle. The longest side, or the hypotenuse, in a right triangle is 39. One of the other sides is 21 meters longest than the shortest side. So I'm going to call this side S for shortest. And what that means is one of the other sides is 21 meters longer than the shortest side. So that would make this side S plus 21, because this is 21 longer than the shortest side. So we do S plus 21. Will tell you the side of this triangle, this side. It's a right triangle, so we know that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, where c is the hypotenuse. So let's solve that. I'm going to let this be a, this be b, and this be c. So it's going to be s squared plus s plus 21 squared is equal to 39 squared. And it's important that 39 be the longest side, so it's all by itself while the other two sides are added together. Now, this is s plus 21 times s plus 21 right here. That's what s plus 21 squared means, so we're going to need to do a FOIL. Don't just do s squared and 21 squared, or you're doing it wrong. You've got to do the entire FOIL. So this would be s squared, this original s squared, plus s times s is s squared. S times 21 is 21s. 21 times s is 21s again. And 21 times 21 is 441. Okay, so all I did was just FOILed that right there, which gave me s squared plus 21s plus 21s plus 441. That's equal to 39 squared, so 39 times 39 is equal to 1521. Okay? I'm going to do several steps at once here. Let's combine our s squareds. We can also combine our 21s's. So that'll give me 2s squared plus 42s. And let's go ahead and move the 441 over. So minus 441 minus 441. So that cancels. And so all of that, 2s squared plus 42s is equal to 1521 minus 441, which equals 1080. So you can see that this looks like a quadratic. 2s squared plus 42s equals 1080. We can make our lives a lot easier by noticing that 2 goes into all of these. Do you see that? 2 goes into all of them. So let's divide everything by 2 to make the numbers smaller. So s squared plus 21s is equal to 1080 divided by 2, which is 540. That makes the numbers smaller and easier to work with. Let's subtract the 540 over. So s squared plus 21s. I'm moving the 540 over, so that means it's minus 540 minus 540. So I get minus 540 equals 0. Just like that. From here, you could do the quadratic formula to solve this. I'm hoping this will factor. So let's think of two numbers that, I guess one's positive and one's negative. So we may have to do quadratic formula. Again, if you're really good at factoring, maybe you can see what the answer is to this. But since one's positive and one's negative, I'm not sure. So here comes the quadratic formula like we did in the last video. Negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 540, all over 2a, which equals 2. And those will give us the values for s. So let's do 21 times 21. That's equal to 441, which I'm going to write above. I have two negative signs, so negative times positive times negative turns into a plus. And 4 times 1 is 4. So it's 4 times 540, which equals 2160. And so that's this plus this. So let's add those together. All right, so we get 2601. So the entire number inside of our square root is 2601. So let's see if that has a square root. It does. It is equal to 51. So here we go. S is equal to negative 21 plus or minus 51 all over 2. All right, so that's what S is equal to, and that will generate two answers for us. Let's do the plus first. Negative 21 plus 51 is the same as 51 minus 21, which is 30. So the first is 30 over 2, which equals 15. Second one is negative 21 minus 51. So negative 21 minus 51 is equal to negative 72 over 2, which equals negative 36. So our two solutions are 15 and negative 36. Now, because we're talking about a side of a triangle, it doesn't make sense for a triangle to have a negative length. And so we can omit the negative answer and focus only on the positive answer. Now, what is 15 exactly? What is 15? This is an important question. Remember, we set 15 equal to s way in the beginning, or that's when we declared s, in the very beginning was the shortest side. So 15 is the length of the shortest side of the triangle. That's how we declared s. So the question asked us to find the lengths of the two shorter sides. So on a test, make sure you reread the question and get what they're asking for. So to find the length of this side, we would just need to do 15 plus 21, and that would be equal to 36. So the two shortest sides are 15 and 36. Those are their lengths. It just so happened that that was actually the positive answer of this. That might be just a fluke, so I wouldn't read too much into that. The two shortest sides, or the shortest is 15 and the longest is 36. So we've solved some systems of nonlinear equations. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's move on to 5.6 and let's wrap up Chapter 5. See you there.